Hello, I hope you are well and welcome back. Moving on to my empties for the month of May, and I have some empties here and some really good products. The first one, which I thought was amazing, and this is the Aveeno Calm and Restore Nourishing Oat Cleanser. This lasted months and months, and I'm sure on Boots I got this on offer for like £6, or it was just below £7 anyway. And it's great. It's such a simple cleanser, and I would definitely buy this again. It's fragrance free, it's just a really gentle cleanser, and I think it's brilliant. I love it. It's for sensitive skin, but I would really recommend it. It says on the back it's non-foaming, hypoallergenic. Use 1 to 2 pumps, which I found great. Like, the pump application was brilliant. This is just so easy to use. I used it as my first cleanse of an evening, and then also my cleanse in the morning as well. I would rebuy this, definitely. Thought it was great. I've found some really great cleansers this year. This has always been something that I've never really had firm favourites other than the Elemis cleansing balm, and obviously that's quite an expensive product. So recently I have found 2 products that you can buy from Boots which are not as expensive as the cleansing balm that I have really enjoyed, and this is one of them. Another cleansing product is Mixsoon, and this is the bean cleansing oil. I didn't like this. It's very heavily fragranced. I got this from the Boots Korean skincare edit, which I love that box. Very heavily fragranced. It's a very lightweight oil, but I just couldn't get over the smell. I think that's what really put me off. As a cleansing oil, it was brilliant, but I'm not quite sure. I don't think I would repurchase it again just because of the fragrance in that. But it was a nice cleanser. It was great to have it in a smaller size, considering that I didn't really like it. It did last a long time as well, so you only needed a little bit. So for product wise, it worked really well. It just wasn't my favourite. I have finally used up my Sally Hughes, and this is the Ring Light Eye Cream. This, I'll just see if I've got any. Oh, I've got a little bit left from it settling. So it's a yellow coloured eye balm. It's called an eye balm, but I would just think it's an eye moisturiser really. So it's got the yellow tones, and I think that's just to help with the colour correction. It's a really nice eye moisturiser. I would say 1 pump is actually quite a lot. When I was applying it, I found that a lot came out, so 1 pump was enough for both eyes, but I was like almost going right round the eye area. I think if you don't have any concerns with your eye area, this would be a good one to use. If you did want something that was for fine lines or colour correcting, or like something that is brightening, I don't think this will do it for you, but as a basic eye cream, it was great. It was good to try. Next, I have a product from Naturium. This is a new brand to me, and I love Naturium. I would buy all of the range. I love it. This is the vitamin C complex serum. It was a great vitamin C product. This is a really heavy weighty product. Again, really easy to use with the pump. Don't have any left. Let's see if there's any left on there. A really lightweight serum. I really enjoyed using it. I did notice a difference. It was really brightening. It says it's clinically proven to instantly hydrate and improve the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and I would buy this one again. I do like to have a vitamin C product in my routine. Another Naturium product, and this was one of my favourites, and this is the multi-peptide cream. I use this in the morning, so it has vitamin C in it too, and there to target fine lines and wrinkles for a more youthful complexion. And I thought this was great. I love the texture of the cream. There might be a little bit more left in here. Let's see. I love the packaging too. It gives you just the right amount that you need. It's just a really lightweight moisturiser. It was just a good moisturiser for my skin. It's lightweight, it wasn't too heavy, but it was really effective too. I would most certainly buy this again. And I've noticed it says on the side that it's gluten-free, fragrance-free, dermatologically tested, cruelty-free, paraben-free and vegan. So if you are somebody that just wants to use gluten-free products or vegan products, then this might be something that you would like to try. Moving on to hair, I used the K18 and this is a bond treatment. It's a leave-in repair hair mask. I don't know if I noticed anything with this. My hair is in pretty good condition anyway, so I did get this in an advent calendar and I used it because I got it in the advent calendar and I'd heard great things about it, but I don't think I'm necessarily the right target for this product because my hair is in good condition anyway. But I did use it up. Nice pump. Oh, there is a little bit left in it. Nice pump application. I also finished a foot mender and this is an all-in-one treatment. I have had this for maybe a year now and it's great. It's a really good product. So it says it replaces foot baths, foot files, exfoliating socks and creams. You just add some to your feet. I just used it at night, any areas where you've got dry skin, and it exfoliates your feet basically. I do think this was a great product. A pump application again. I got this from Boots when it was on the £10 Tuesday offer, but usually I think this is around £26–27. I don't think I would buy it for that price, considering that I have seen it again. Slightly different packaging, I think they've had an update, but I have seen this on the Boots £10 Tuesday offer. I would probably repurchase this again because I do think it made a difference. At the moment I am using like a nourishing balm on my feet, but yeah, I would buy this again for the £10 price. I have another hair product and this is part of my project pan, so I have used this up. I will discuss this more in my project pan, which will probably come up in the next couple of months. And then lastly, wild deodorant. So I used Cherry Blossom and I have purchased a few more different scents. My store that I have, my Boots that I go into, just generally has Cherry Blossom, and so I've always just repurchased this one. I find that this is an effective deodorant for me. It just does what it needs to do. I think it really matters what fragrance you get, to be honest, even though I have just bought 3 different fragrances, because I find that once you've applied it you don't really smell it. It just sits and does what it needs to do. It's not a heavily fragrance product. So yeah, I do have some different, bearing in mind I do have some different fragrances to try now, and it's just something that I will repurchase time after time. It's something that I've just got into the habit of using now and I do like it, and I just have like the pink case. So when I did buy it I bought the pink case with the Cherry Blossom, and so I just refill it as I need to. Those are my empties for May. I'd love to know what products you've used up in May. It's very much of a variety really. Some skincare, some hair care, and then some miscellaneous products too. Hello, I am in my bathroom now and I am going to do my Shop My Stash for June. So let's go through this. So the cleanser that I am currently using is from Round Lab. This isn't a favourite for me, so I am currently using this as my first and second cleanse because I don't have any other cleanser. However, I think I will buy a cleanser because I'm finding this one really difficult to work with. It's quite a thick cleanser, so you only need a little bit. It really foams up and it takes a while to get off your skin as well, so it's not really a quick product to use. So whilst I think it is effective, I'm not really enjoying using it as much as I thought I would. So I have that already as my daily cleanser. As a treatment I am using the Kate Somerville Exfoliate. Now this is green, which I didn't realise it would be green, and I am really enjoying using this. I am going to use it a little bit less I think, because I am having breakouts and I don't know if it is because of this. So with this is an intensive exfoliating treatment, so you apply it on your skin, you massage it into your face, and then you leave it for 2 minutes and then you wipe off. So this is something that I use generally in the shower because it's just so quick and convenient to use. It does say to use it once or twice a week, and that is what I have been doing. I do have more of a sensitive skin, so I think maybe I will just use this for once a week and see how I get on with this. I also have my eye cream that I use every day. This is the multi-peptide eye cream, and I love this one. I think it is great. It's really lightweight, but it's really hydrating. I might try and use like a retinol eye cream as well, so I might use this one alongside a retinol eye cream and maybe use the retinol eye cream overnight time. I am then also using the Madagascar Centella Ampule from Skin 1004, and I'm also wondering if this is the culprit of my breakouts. I am not quite sure. I'm not really somebody that breaks out very often, but I have experienced quite a number of breakouts recently, so it could be this. I'm not quite sure, but I was really looking forward to using this because Centella is really good for redness on the skin, and I do get red skin quite easily. So I have been using this, I have been enjoying it, but I don't know if I'm noticing any results. My moisturiser I have just run out of, so I do need a new moisturiser. I am using the CEO Glow from Sunday Riley. This is part of my product pan, and a little bit goes a long way. It's a very lightweight oil. I can't say that I am enjoying using it, so I'm really trying to like mix it with moisturisers just to use it up really, so that it doesn't go off. It is a vitamin C oil, and I do like to use vitamin C products. I'm just more drawn towards it within a moisturiser or within a serum rather than within an oil. The next product is Glow Recipe, and this is the Watermelon Glow Dew Balm, and this is SPF 30 with niacinamide, and I really like this. So I use this on no makeup days, and I just apply it throughout the day, and it is a serum stick. So it's really easy just to pop in your bag, top up throughout the day. I just swipe it on my skin, and I know I'm being protected, but I'm also getting the skincare benefits too. I wouldn't have thought this would be something that I would have naturally gravitated towards, but it is, and I'm really enjoying it. I have included my lip balm in this month's Shop My Stash. I usually just keep this by my bed, and this is the Nux Honey Lip Balm. I'm probably a third of the way through this. This is going to last a long time, and I just apply this at night time. It is a nice lip balm. I did hear people rave about it, so I thought it was going to be amazing, but for me it's just a lip balm and it does the job. I then also have this Medicate Hydrate B5 Intense. I can't say that I notice a difference with the hydration of my skin, and I know Medicate products are quite expensive, so I'm not sure this is something that I would repurchase, but I am about halfway through this. Another product that I'm not quite sure about is this from Drunk Elephant, and this is Lala Retro Whipped Cream, and it's got 6 African oils and ceramides. I usually apply this at night time, and I just really don't think it moisturises my skin that much. Sometimes my skin can feel like a little bit parched after using this, which I didn't think it would do. I don't generally have that when I use moisturisers. So I have been using this and then adding some of the Groom Prickly Pear Oil just as I'm going to bed. So I let the moisturiser sink in, and then I apply this before bedtime. This is part of my project pan, and I am about halfway through this. This is another oil, and I have been struggling to use oils, however I do really like this, and I do think it's really effective. Another product that I keep by my bed is from Pi, and this is the Peacekeeper Body Calm, and it's a multi-use balm. So I use this on my cuticles, on my hands, I use it on my knees, on my shins, and then I've also started to apply this on the heels of my feet as well now that we're entering summer. My foot mender has finished, it's been part of my empties, so I thought I would just use this to use it up, and then I might go back to foot mender. But I really like having a multi-purpose balm in my skincare routine. I am persisting with Skinny Tan. I believe they've changed their name now to Skin and Tan, I think. This is part of my project pan, and I use about a drop of this every week on my skin. Any more is just too much for me. I'm very fair, and so it does say you can apply 6 to 8 drops for darker skin, but for me just 1 drop. So it is something that I am getting through, but I'm getting through very, very slowly. So the things that I am going to add to my routine this month, I have them here. So I have added a new refill to my wild deodorant, and I've chose the cucumber and elderflower refill, which smells really nice. For my eye area, I am going to move on to this Haru Haru Wonder, and this is the Black Rice Eye Cream, and it says that it's for fine lines and wrinkles, and it's a retinol alternative. So I'll start using this of a night time, and I'll include that maybe a couple of times a week. I'll try it once a week to see how I get on with it. I might build that up to a couple of times or 3 times a week. For exfoliator, although I have been really enjoying the Kate Somerville product, I do generally prefer a chemical exfoliator. I've not tried this Pixie Glow Tonic. It's a 5% glycolic acid, but I do hear people say good things about it. So I have bought this, and I'm going to see how I get on with it. And lastly, for skin, I'm going to use this Dr. Levy Switzerland, and this is specifically for pigmentation, so it's pigment control drops. So I am noticing in the summer my dark spots are showing through more, especially on my forehead, so I did want to try something that is specifically for pigmentation, so I'm looking forward to including this in my routine. So it says for this to apply 3 drops as pre-serum after cleansing. So I suppose you can cleanse your skin, add this, then add a serum, moisturiser, SPF. For a moisturiser to replace my Naturium Multi-Peptide Moisturiser, I'm actually going to go and use this simple hydrating light moisturiser. So this has 1% niacinamide and provitamin B5. And I'm going to use this one because I think if I'm going to add to my moisturiser, so if I'm going to add the CEO Glow to my moisturiser, it's good to have something that is quite simple really. So I'm going to try that. Use this one up. It's just a travel size version really. This is my skincare for the month. So I have my 2 eye creams, my pigment control, a serum, a moisturiser, an oil if I want to add that to the moisturiser, some SPF. For a nighttime routine, I then have my Hydrate B5 Intense, the whipped cream. I also have the Glow Skin Tonic, so I'm going to do a little bit of a reshuffle here because that would come first. So I've got my Glow Tonic, my Medicate Hydrate B5 Intense, my Drunk Elephant Lala Retro Whipped Cream, Prickly Pear Oil, and then I will alternate that as well with the Naturium Retinaldehyde Cream Serum 0.5, which I love. That is amazing. It's brilliant. And then, so this is more of my nighttime routine, and then I have my tanning drops when I want them. The only reason why this one is not here is because it's too tall. So I've got my daytime and then generally nighttime, but I will use this eye cream of a nighttime. It's just too tall as well. And then these are the products. I usually keep these by the side of the sink or by the side of the bath, and then I keep these on my bedside table. So I've got my lip balm and the body calm. Next, I do have some hair products that I will be updating for this month. So I have been using the Groom shampoo bar, which I think is amazing. This is all I have left of it, so I'm going to move on to another shampoo bar. I'm actually going to use this little bit to clean my makeup brushes, so I'm going to use that up today, and then I'm going to move on to this, which is a shampoo bar from Lush. This is part of my project pan, so I'll be starting to use this soon. I usually use the blue one from Lush, so I've not used this one before, and I'm looking forward to using this. It smells delicious. Now that I have used the Moroccan oil, I'm going to use the Moroccan oil light. This one is definitely better suited to my hair being fine, and this one is especially for fine hair and light coloured hair, so I'm going to use this. And then for conditioner, I'm going to use this one. So I do have a basic conditioner, which is like fragrance free. It does the job, but because I do colour my hair, I want something that is a little bit more geared towards hydration. So this is the Kerastase Gloss Absolute, and this is hyaluronic acid, glycolic acid and wild rose in oil. I've not used this before, so I'm looking forward to using this. This is a rinse out conditioner. And then lastly, as a treat, I will be using the Sanctuary Spa Salt Scrub, and this is the last one I have, so I will have to look to get a few more of these. I love using these just as a little treat. It's more of an intensive scrub and it's got dead sea salt and coconut oil, and I love using this one. So this is my skincare and some body care and hair care for the month of June. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe, and I will speak to you again soon. Thank you.